Sheila knew. She wants to destroy the evidence.
What evidence?
We didn't want to leave you.
What are you talking about?
Nearly made it. Just think. The Wild Hunt. We could have freed the world of the omen of war.
So it looks like that procced a memory. September 13th.
September 13th, 1269. The Ravine of the Hydra. Following the Peace of Sintra, 53 officers of the Vryhead Brigade were brought here and executed, their throats cut. The elves' bodies were dropped into the chasm. I don't know what the riders of the hunt were looking for. November 23rd, 1269. Sintra, the village of Coldwater, and another victim of the hunt. An 11-year-old boy. His parents didn't even ask if he had a chance. I'm tired. February 24th, 1270. A high pass in the Armouche Mountains. An imperial manticore, one of the world's oldest and deadliest monsters. I used to feel excitement at moments like this. Now the beast is only an obstacle on my way. Its meat and hot blood will help me survive this icy hell. May 30th, 1270. The Yaruga River. The hunt continues to race south. Since I've been following them, they've taken 23 individuals, all between the ages of 10 and 20. All except for Yennefer.
So the Yaruga River is the border between the northern kingdoms and Nilfgaard at the moment. Let's speak with them. Sarit's notes, the negotiator, diagram configuration, and hardened leather boots. Okay. I will definitely check out the negotiator, which, wow, it has some very good bonuses, but it is not nearly as good as my blade. I don't need those. Hardened leather boots. Mine are better. And then I got quest items. Oh, conflagration. It is a trap that incinerates foes. Brilliant. I don't know how much or how useful they will be. Not junk. Sarit's notes. Notes of the Kingslayer named Sarit. He seems different, but in reality is so similar. Our paths have been the same. We survived the trials, endured the same training, and have slain so many monsters that we no longer keep count. So many men, also. The difference is in the details. When I see him moving in combat, I want to laugh, but I also see that he is just as effective, if not more so. There is, however, one crucial difference I cannot describe adequately. He has a goal. He is committed to something. He doesn't wander the world as if blown about by the wind. I believe he feels emotions at a level I cannot attain, yet these emotions are not typically human. Is it an illness of some kind? I think he teeters on the brink of instinct and emotion, that he uses up a lot of energy to maintain his mental health. I hope I get a chance to know him better and learn from him. Nothing specific, just life. So this guy had more emotions than was normal for a Witcher. And I'm assuming that those are Lethos notes. Maybe, actually they might have been Celi's. She would find it incredibly fascinating to study a Witcher. But so we learned that Geralt was chasing after the Wild Hunt before he lost his memory. We already knew that he exchanged himself in place of Yennefer, which is why he lost his memory in the first place. But, oh, no, the traps are still here, never mind. So it seems that Geralt chased down the Wild Hunt for a very, very long time before catching up with them, to the point at which 23 individuals, all in their teens, had been taken. And there's also the possibility that the members of the Snake School, he ran into them at some point during it. But I don't know. But I need to go speak with Death Mold, which means I need to leave. Not that way. Back through the Harpies. Still, I am... It's a really good touch to just have these dead bodies here. From when I killed them in the vision. That the bodies would still be around to be looted. That's fascinating. I need to go speak to Death Mold. So Seely's definitely involved, and it appears that Triss knew, possibly, that Seely's involved. I mean, obviously, I specifically know the overarching plotline, but I'm definitely fascinated with the other half of it. Like, I know what's going on, overarching, but Seely's involvement and with the other Witchers, like, I didn't know those two guys even existed. Like, I knew they existed, but I didn't know that they were still alive. I thought they had already failed in some assassination plot of one of the kings. Like the ones that in The Witcher 1 tried to kill Foltest originally, which is why Geralt was in the good graces of Foltest. Just like the ones that those two tried killing Henselt. I thought they had already failed. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna find your friend that's drunk. But that's
morons.
Interesting. So I had no idea that there were... I thought Letho was the last of the school of the snake that were still on the path of Kingslayers. But, I mean, he is now, presumably, but
Greetings,
he wasn't
Master.
always. So, let's talk
Did
to
you
Death.
get him?
Sheila got to him first. He's dead.
The bitch! She's probably on the other side of the mist by now. Come on, Witcher. We've got to remove that damn curse. I got the medallion from the king, the one you were looking for. Here.
Oh, that's nice. Take this quirk. Oh, no. That's buggered. I don't need... Not that one. The Eternal Battle is what I need to do. No. That's done as well. I need to wait for it to update. Oh, wait, I have all the artifacts, don't I? The sword, I need to find the armor still. Alright then. So I need to find the armor. That's right. I forgot about that. It should be not returning memories. After the King Slayer expired, Geralt had experienced the vision of a journey, a trek across the world in pursuit of the wild hunt, yet the hunt remained elusive all the while. The Witcher felt the bitterness of disappointment and defeat, but also staunch determination. And now realized just how much he had invested in search for a woman abducted from the Isle of Avalok. So yeah, Yennefer is incredibly important to Geralt. He doesn't remember exactly why, but she is. She just doesn't really play an important part in, well, this story so far, because she isn't in the story. She's just kind of that overarching thing that exists, the overarching goal, like the Wild Hunt. I have to find him. So, we're at the courage symbolized. I have to find Vincent Trott. I have to obtain him, I have to find him, which I have no idea where he is. I'm assuming he's on this side of the mist, because I don't think I can travel any more to the other side. I wonder if the king knows about him. No. So I have the medallion, but I need to find the guy that's... I don't think he stole the chainmail. He lost. I think the guy lost it in a game of chance or bought it. Actually, the quest would probably tell me it requires a preparation and professional approach. Some courage was not one of them. The wish determined to acquire around the camp. End up in a cutthroat. Okay. So I'm looking for a cutthroat.
I am your humble servant.
So I wonder if he is about. He shouldn't be in the camp. I highly doubt it. But again, just checking all the bases, making sure everything is taken care of. And don't miss anything. No, I don't need the random junk that's in there. Ooh, Song of the Hunt, and some horns. You're on a bookshelf. That can be looted. But hey, we shall continue onward. That's right, I do have a point. Wanted to spend it in vigor regeneration. Because vigor regeneration, well, out of combat, that's useful, but it's the 25% vigor regeneration in combat that it will be more useful. So I'm going to increase vigor regeneration. So I don't have to wait as long for my stamina or vigor to return while I'm in combat, so I can use more magic. Sealy is gone. That sounded like a buff. There's nothing to loot here. I do know that Sealy eventually shows up on the other side of the conflict as... Oh, that's what I can use. I can light the candles. That she shows up with to Philippa Eilhart and aids you in that half of the storyline. But if Sealy goes to see Philippa, that would mean, I can only imagine that Philippa might have something to do with it, but you have a blue dot. Why are you a blue dot?
Tournaments.
Oh, right. I'm not interested in those tournaments at the moment. Ow! Huh. I got started on fire. Brilliant. That'll be fine. What about you? You have a blue dot. Are you the... No, you can't be talked to, but you can. Igor.
What you want?
Food, any good? Any idea what the Guardians want? I have a feeling I'm being followed.
I think I'm being followed.
Very likely.
Who is it, and why?
Death Mold's men. They're everywhere. Word is they're onto some plot, but that's all I know.
Okay. Random, but sure.
What else do you want?
Everick. Got a few
I want
questions.
to ask something else.
Ask away.
Why did you go to the riverside? Around what time did all this?
Why did you go to the beach?
Oh, is this...
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did
Okay.
the Spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I could get rid of that Spectre for a price.
I'll deal with the Spectre, but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
Sure.
All right.
So, oh, Little Sisters. So this is this guy that I needed to talk to for that quest. All right then, search around the house. That should be the little house. That one, I think. The abandoned house. Oh, with the graves in the back. Explore the hut on the cliff and the riverside beach at night. Diva might provide something. So, probably do that. Just because I'll probably be searching for vision Vincent Trott for a very, very long time.
boys.
So I have no idea where he is.
I'm a bit scared of going again.
You go. Nope, you got nothing.
I've no
You
bloody
got
idea who you
nothing.
might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Yeah, I am a civilian. You are... I could at least sell some stuff to you. See here, I can get rid of this blade. I can get rid of these that weigh a butt ton. I'm not using daggers, and I haven't even invested the skill point in it. I still have a lot of weight on me. I'm not using these either, so I'm going to get rid of them. I will hang on to the grenades, though. Do the trophies weigh stuff? Yes, they do. Ooh. So I have 2 Harpy trophies, though. I know. Well, I've got more than 2 Harpy trophies. More than one of those, more than one of those. Wow. So, vitality, damage on, bonus on signs, +2. Bulvor trophy, bunch of armor. Drowner trophy is kind of lackluster. Damage to humans, bonus to sign. Get rid of that. It's just blank armor. The Harpy's trophy is better than that. 1 damage. Wraith trophy, 6 damage. That does free up a little bit of weight. These mutagens. Any greater ones? Madness mutagen. Ha! But I do have a lot of crafting materials. Like 17 pounds of cloth on me. Oh well, that frees up some inventory space. Oh, let's see here. I doubt I will find him in the camp, but it's definitely worth checking into. Ugh, I cannot believe I participated in a necromancer ritual.
Godspeed.
Good luck with.
So gross. I'm glad they did bring it up in this game, that necromancy is a vile practice of magic that exists.
This
but
is a brothel, not a military camp. I've no
it
bloody idea
was
who you might be,
banned
but I
by
hope
the
you're a
original
civilian.
Circle of
Are
Mages.
you moved by the Prophet Lebioda's parables? Then spare an oren for his humble followers.
Sure. I'll give you 1.
Having an Orin and not have cheap.
Yeah, that's nice. Actually, did I pay you enough?
Are you then?
I'm gonna try bribing him. I can spare 36 orns. I'm just gonna give you 36.
Good luck.
Thank you. Please accept this booklet, which will teach you how to live a worthy life.
Okay then. I got a book. The good book. The good book. Once a disciple of his said to the prophet Lebiodas, "Teach me, master, how should I proceed? My neighbor desires my favorite dog. Should I give him my dog, my heart shall break from grief. Yet should I deny him my dog, I shall be unhappy, for I shall harm my neighbor with my refusal. What should I do?" That doesn't tell me how to live a better life. You guys are dicers. There is still nothing here. Though that might be a way into the camp from the other side of the quest line. Don't remember exactly where that showed up. I just remember sneaking through the camp at night. So, yeah. Fairly certain there isn't anything. I'm not gonna find Vincent Trott inside the camp. So we'll go out and about. I wonder if Dandelion knows anything about the guy. Also, those drunk people, would they be looking for a dog?
Life can be really.
No.
I fought the
But you guys-
Nilfgaardians a few years. Browse and choose.
Oh, you're a merchant. Oh, that's right, this is where my storage is. So I'm pretty much just going to be dumping off all the crafting materials. Because I don't need them on me. And this will free up just an ungodly amount of weight. And look, like that, I dropped over 150 pounds.
Pretty
Nope,
please.
you got nothing. You got Dandelion. Have you seen Sealy? Any news of the Kingmaker? I've got a feeling I'll find Yen. I'm remembering. Okay, so we'll start at the bottom.
My memory's coming back. Just bits and pieces so far, but I can feel them coming together, forming a whole.
What have you remembered?
A voyage. An endless trek south. I was following Yennefer and the Wild Hunt. I have no idea how long. It got cold. Only old people were left in the villages I passed through. But they all refused to tell me what had happened to the young, to their children. I finally pressed a man for information. He blamed it on wolf packs, on an outburst of drowners and rot fiends. No one mentioned the Wild Hunt.
Did you catch up to the hunt?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Go on searching. I remember you mentioned some elven poems about the hunt.
I believe I said they could exist, and they'd be old. I don't know any, but look around. You're pretty good at finding things.
Come back to that. I found a poem called... Oh, apparently I did find things. I remember finding the notes on the Scholar of the Hunt. I don't remember finding a poem.
I found a poem titled The Song of the Hunt.
You're kidding.
Written by an elven sage.
What did he, scribble down?
A lot more than I understood. Decipher this for me. Looking glass images, without heart or mind, haunt the worlds in the name of those who have preserved blood from blood, and who feed on unrestrained lust.
The heartless bit is probably about cruelty. But looking glass images? The Hunt's cruel writers must resemble someone.
But in a looking glass, they could only resemble themselves.
Not necessarily. The metaphor might be deeper. In any case, somebody commands them. They feed on unrestrained lust. Sounds like some tyrant.
There's gotta be some truth behind these convoluted sentences. And I wonder why elves are more interested in the Wild Hunt than humans.
It's interesting. Not done talking about the hunt right yet.
I found the notes of Morton Collis. He was a scholar, focused on studying the Wild Hunt.
You don't say. Interesting. What's he got in there?
The Wild Hunt moves along orthogonal trajectories that accord with...
Yep. He's a poet, not a scholar.
You asleep, Dandelion?
Sorry, but when I hear words like trajectories, yada yada something, my eyelids just turn to lead. We can talk about poetry. Scholarship? I don't know. Talk to someone who cares.
That would be one of the mages. I might be able to bring it up to Deathmold. He probably doesn't care though, but... worth a shot though. I don't know if he'll be... still looking for a guy. I have no idea where he is. I'll probably end up being there.
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss? Yennefer? That's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have two women when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
It's true. Can't remember her at all. Told by Dandelion and... always your friends that you loved her greatly, but you can't remember her. Any news?
Heard anything about Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
Clear my name, Letho knows about my past. Yeah, he knows about my past.
Letho knows a lot about me. There are certain things that probably only he can explain.
I'm not so certain you really want to know them.
We'll see.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
No idea. That's a decision I get to make later.
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head.
But, yeah, Sabrina in the battle 3 years ago. Have you seen Seelie?
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Hensel's
Sheila.
camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she would. That'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
So yeah. Daniel Lane doesn't have any, well, pertinent information. That quest is busted.
What's so strange about that?
Yep.
Other lands have slizzards, drowners, we have trolls.
And they don't trouble the locals.
What about building bridges?
What do you desire, my hero?
Okay then. Apparently this isn't broken.
I want your smile to part the gates of paradise.
Come with me.
Okay, I'm glad I just randomly decided to talk to you.
Go there. As for tools, the headman tricked them, and they're not collecting it.
These rooms seem a little busy. Oh. You have a secret hatch in your, well, dressing room? It's interesting. So I inadvertently discovered that that quest isn't broken. I actually had to talk to her in the first place.
Vincent Trott.
Oh.
You're a little elusive.
Here alone. Not wise, Witcher.
We'll see about that.
I'm wearing Selkirk's armor, you know. Pretty much renders me invincible in a duel.
Give me the chainmail and I'll forget everything. Whistling Wendy, your plot. I know about the coins.
You're Deathmole's hound. I don't trust you.
You don't need to. I just need the chainmail. Not interested in anything else.
I'm to remove it.
And hand it over.
Then you'll be on your way.
And all will be well.
Doesn't sound like my kind of story. How's this instead? I'll kill you, take your swords and gold, and the gods will rain good fortune upon me for ridding them of a filthy mutant.
Yeah.
Die.
Well, I did try. Holy crap, there's a lot of them. Rightio. You are not alone. We need to get rid of some of you. Nope, 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 nope. Alright. Oh, so I have backup. That's brilliant. Alright then. Apparently I have backup at least. Man, there are a lot of you guys. Okay, thin out the herd first. And we'll deal with the ringleader second. Yep. Nope, nope, nope. Out of the way. Nice of you guys to not care about our fight after the other guys are gone. Yep. Whew. And dead. Okay then. So apparently finding Vincent Trott was exactly the same quest as finding the conspirators. The quest item, the armor, a hog named Henselt, so it's a note probably bitching him out. A conspirator's hideout key. Ooh. Superior Kidwinny jack boots and fine rate Temerian sword. So that was fun. Do you guys have anything worth taking? A magnifying glass and a Kidwinian sword. No. Open. Does this have anything worthwhile? Should I have bothered going in here? Apparently, I'm gonna go with no. You have a magnifying glass? Why do all of you have magnifying glasses? That's kind of odd, but sure. Right, before I forget, we're going to look at... Oh, the Kidwinian sword is not as good as what I've got. First-rate Temerian sword is actually worse than the Kidwinian sword, or it's equivalent to 2. Reduction for damage from bonus, from magic, resistance to poison, resistance to incineration, and resistance to bleeding. It is better. Barely, but better. Conspirator hideout key. Open door to hideout of anti-Hensel plotters. Hog named Henselt. That's a quest item if I remember right. Yes. It's still pretty good though. Not as good as the one I've got, but... Okay. Pamphlet smearing Henselt. Yet Henselt courts the Imperial Envoy like a cheap whore who has singled out a broiler with a full pouch at the brothel. Keep in mind that a whore can let anyone she wishes plow her. Her arse